Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of The Tales of the Valiant with a special flashback episode. Before we get underway, I saw that Noir. Before we get underway,
Why
couple
you
quick
saying it with the
announcements.
H?
Yeah, underway. Before we get started with tonight's shenanigans, if you notice, right up here, there's a little bar, a little progress bar. If you choose to support the channel and choose to send in any tips, if we get to $100, both this party and the party for Baldur's Gate on Fridays will be getting a feat, or in this case, a talent. So just another means of supporting the channel, and that way you can make my life harder by giving my players, more tools to mess with my plans. So yeah. In addition, we are now sponsored by Modern Artifice, a fantastic dice maker. So go check out modernartifice.com and use code CritHitCron, all one word, all lowercase. You get 10% off of your order. Also, there may be discussions about some other fancy dice that'll be coming out soon. I don't know. That's a weird thing to say online. But with those announcements out of the way, don't you make that face, Ian.
I understand why you did it, but at the same time, it was like, what?
Also,
What
I'm
is
a
that
little
then?
disappointed. I thought it was feet, F-E-E-T, not F-E-A-T.
Yeah. You know what? Yep, that's it. You tip $100 and feet pics, I guess. Before we begin in earnest, let's go around and introduce our players for the evening. We will start with LB.
Hello, everybody. I'm LB Hack 'em Up or Hack Recklessly, depending on where you are. I'm going to be playing Gavel, the monk of the open hand.
Yeah. Up next, we've got Noir, darling.
Yes, hi, I'm Noir, and today I'm playing Cybal Kingsman. I nailed it that time, and I just want recognition over that fact.
It was delivered so monotone that my brain just didn't key in. Congratulations, Noir.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
We
what's
love
up.
you. So proud of you for remembering your character's name.
Tell everybody.
And we have Ian.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Hey, everybody. I'm Ian. We're big on all social media, and I'm playing Merosha, the half-orc hunter.
All right. Before the events that have led us to this point, you all right over there, LB? Uh-oh.
No, I sneezed and I scared Simon.
Simon's like, danger!
Any loud noise, he runs.
I mean, cats. Before the destiny that called these heroes to action, before the events of Sevadura, and even before the events of Holbeck, these three were somewhere else in Iodrathae, just outside the noble city of Castibria, which is in the southern mountain range of Iodrathae proper. A wonderful gala has been set up to celebrate the birthday of one Lord Blackthorne, a noble of high esteem in the courts of Iodrathae. And invitations have been sent out to all of the noble houses so that they may come and shower him with gifts, favors. You get the idea. One of which was sent to the Kingsman estate. Cybal,
Yes.
your father, returning home from another skirmish on the front lines of Lothorn, sort of grimaces as he sees an invitation sitting on the table.
Father, it would appear that you are less than happy to see the message that you received.
Yes, it's another pompous event to stroke the ego of Blackthorne, and I have no interest.
Well, that's something that I could take care of if that would help.
What?
I could show up and represent our family instead of you. You just returned from battle. It's best that you should rest, and I'm more than able to represent our family.
Blackthorne requires a lot of flattery and gifts and whatnot. He's a bit of a annoyance, if I'm being honest. Are you sure that you are up to such a task of dealing with such a personality?
I am quite capable, and this is just another opportunity to show that I am a Kingsman and that I can represent the family.
Well, you'll need some sort of noble wear. I assume you have something more presentable?
Of course. I can actually design my own outfit, but I have something ready-made as well. There are a few areas that need to be hemmed and tightened and spruced, but I will be the center of attention. But I won't. I'll barely be noticed. But if I am noticed, then I will leave a good impression.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, please.
Oh, you can just tell me to fail. Let's see. Here we go. Check. All right, that's the first one, and I rolled a 19, so it's a dirty 20.
Very nice.
And let me roll the second one just to see. And it is not a 20. So
All right.
I rolled a 9 on the second.
Jasper thinks for a moment, and as you pointed out, his features he looks tired. His armor is damaged in some spots. There may be one or two stains of blood on his gear. But he says, all right, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe this is an opportunity to prove yourself in the noble courts. Being a kingsman is not just taking up arms in the defense of our queen. It is about ensuring that our honor as kingsmen are preserved, especially amongst the other nobility. So, yes, you are given permission to go in my stead. Just know that you do represent your mother and myself.
I will not let you down. I will not let the family down.
Right. Well, if there's nothing else, I'm going to take this armor off and relax and get some rest. Just let me know if you require anything, I suppose.
If you like, I can run maintenance on the armor and your weapons.
Oh, that won't be needed. Thank you. I have squires for that sort of thing.
Okay. Then I'll go get ready. Scamper off.
He's doing a little heel click as he runs.
I represent the family now.
That's such a brat thing to say. I love it. All right. Tell us about the outfit that you are choosing to wear.
He meant it. He's got an outfit that probably is like a family hand-me-down, and he's just going to tighten it up in certain areas because he is nowhere near as muscular as his grandfather and his father was. He's gonna hem it because he's a little shorter, but it is a fine lightweight tailcoat with golden embroidery. You can tell this is fine material that was dyed pitch black. And there are red accents on the kerchief, the pocket kerchief, and there's like crimson red lining in the sewing of the pants as well. And the inside layer of the coat is red. He's gonna like finally curl his mustache. Like it's gonna be sharp. And he's gonna pull out his fancy glasses, which are the same, but they just have like a little gem in the middle of the nose bridge.
All right. As you step out, some of the people who work in the estate sort of see you pass by, and give me a name for like one of those people who works on your family's estate that you actually have a pretty good relationship with.
Rylan.
Rylan. I like it. I'm gonna mark that down. Rylan approaches and says, "Oh, Master Cybal, you look quite the spitting image of your family line. What is the occasion?"
This is embarrassing. Cybal's gonna do the best impression of his father and just go, "You would speak to me with such formality when I have official business to attend to."
I am truly sorry, my lord. My deep... he just sort of stumbles as he tries to think of this string of, compliments.
And not even meaning to. Like, he's trying, like, in his mind, he's trying to keep up, like, the cold bitterness of his father. But as soon as Rylan starts to struggle, he goes, "Oh, no, I didn't mean... I mean, there's a party. I'm going in my father's stead."
That is quite exciting.
Yes, I represent all that is House Kingsman, and so I have to play the part.
Well, that sounds wonderful and exciting.
How am I doing? Am I doing okay?
You're doing wonderful. Why would you say otherwise?
I just, he's got this. I can't mess this up. This is like the first real shot that he's given me, and I need to show that I am capable so that I might get more opportunities. And yes.
If I may, Lord, I believe you are quite capable, as you are. So I would say just remember that, and he says this, he kind of like looks around a little bit, make sure nobody else is really keying in. Noble parties are a bit of a battleground of their own. Everyone speaks and says one thing, but they mean another. So just keep a weather head on your shoulders, and it should be fine. There shouldn't be anything to worry about.
I actually factored that in when I asked if I could do this, and I figured I don't have much in the way of being charming or pleasant, but in conversations, they stem from the same area, which is intellect. And so while I might not be able to be charming, I can show with facts that I am intellectually formidable. And that might be just as good as charm.
Well, I am sure that you're going to have a marvelous time. And would you like a carriage to be drawn to, give you a wonderful entrance?
Yes, I would. And make
All
it
right.
one of our finest.
Of course. And he gives a bow and then scurries off to ready the carriage of the Kingsman family for your transportation.
All right, Cybal, to battle. Just go ahead.
All right. We are now going to shift. We are going to move to Merosha. Merosha, where would you be inside this wonderful town of Castibria? You are muted, my darling. You are still muted? I can't hear you. What happened?
What happened?
Hold. Let me see.
We
It's
need
your
to get
Yeti.
you a new cord, my dude.
What about now?
There we go. There we
Yay!
go. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Merosha would be probably just at like a local bar somewhere. He's just kind of like hanging out and he's talking to somebody. He's like, yeah, so apparently there's 5 flavors of Boulade. I've only had one, but I guess different regions have them. I haven't seen it yet. So
The one of the the others that you're talking with, they are a tiefling, but they have like a deep purple skin, a bright red eyes, and a singular horn that sort of curves up and follows their hairline. It says, "Isn't Boulade that like sugary drink? Why are you asking about? What's the big deal about Boulade?"
you know what? You're not a fun person. And then just turns away from them.
He has a genuine expression of, what the fuck did I do? The others are like, yeah, dude, what the fuck? And they all like kind of move with you to the other side of the bar. And he's like, what the fuck? All right, cool. I guess
I think a
just 'cause
couple
I don't
people
sugar.
that like I think a couple people that I'm with are like some of the remnants of the crew from the Pirano. Like we've just been kind of traveling around at this point. We're just like, I don't understand. People like lack culture and like self-identity enough to where they're just aware of all of these things. It's not just a sugary drink, okay? Like there's levels to this.
The others are like, no, absolutely. Like they're all in agreement. Like, what the fuck? They're a little like they're kind of following your lead. Like, just because it's sugary doesn't mean you discount it, or you know, they're all kind of talking with you. What is your goal while in the town?
So Merosha heard that there's this little party going on at it's Blackwell, correct?
A Blackthorne.
Blackthorne. So he's heard that Blackthorne is throwing their birthday bash, and normally he wouldn't be in this part of the region because honestly, it smells over here. But Lord Blackthorne, unfortunately for them, they made a mistake some time ago and they hired some people to ramshackle the Pirano while we were at port, just getting supplies. And Merosha doesn't like being taken advantage of, especially by some hoity-toity kingsmen, non-relation.
I see
And
what you
so
did there.
yeah, he's honestly he's in this tavern and he's trying to figure out if there's any ins and outs. He's gonna crash this party. Now,
Okay.
if we walk through the front door and they let us, that's fine. But I prefer the back.
One of
I know what I said.
one of one
I
of
know
your
what I said.
crewmates is like, is this where he's gonna say he came on a horse again? Because that was a little awkward here for the first time.
Listen, I'm not coming into town on no horse. Came on a horse last time, but this time we're just kind of disregarding the whisper and going straight into the conversation. But this is a big deal. Last time we were at port, some of Blackhorn's men, you remember, got on our ship. They stole
Yeah.
something very important to all of us, but mainly to me. We need to get that back and maybe take some with interest. That's
Oh.
where.
100%.
That's the reason why we're here.
Absolutely. There's just a couple questions, and we'll say that this is a half elf gentleman speaking with you on this. And he's like, no, 100%, absolutely on board. There's a couple questions I have, and that is how? And actually, really, that is the one question. I misspoke. It really is just the one question on how we're going to do that.
Well, it's so the Blackthorne estate, I assume this is a large home on acreages of land. Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Got it. Okay. Well, the biggest thing is we need to find our way in. With these types of parties, there's a lot of opportunities for servicemen and women to come through, whether they're doing deliveries, dropping off, they're part of the hired hands, entertainment. The initial goal is to sneak our way through there. Now, it clears off the table, lays down a huge parchment. This is what we have scouted from the entire Blackthorne estate, and it's just like a crudely drawn. There's like a terrible circle that doesn't connect. There's like a squiggly line that's supposed to like represent a gate, and there's like your kindergarten house, the square with the triangle and a little square window. This is
it's a fine craftsmanship.
Thank you. I spent all morning drawing it. So this is the house.
The crew members all exchange a look, and they're all like, very good. It's very detailed.
Thank you. You are all so nice and so genuine. I was just a little bit concerned. I didn't have the right stencils, but you make do.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so this is the house. And it kind of goes out into this like Cronenberg Oceans type deal. Like,
I'm sure there's jazz somewhere here on Sirenscape.
Right. So basically, a lot of the servicemen goes around the side of the estate because the owners don't want them seen at the front door greeting their guests. So there is a private road for all servicemen, carts, deliveries to go and import, which takes them around to the back, which normally is separated from the initial estate. But in this particular case, food, merchants, and treasure looks around. Needs to be directly imported into the home. So this is a direct connection in there. The big thing is we have to sneak amongst those people. Now, once we get in, free range chicken, right? You go do your thing or what have you. But we need to make sure that we get to Blackhorn's actual bedroom, whatever side of his home it is, because that's where he has a private vault area that has everything that you could want, but more importantly, what I need. What?
So sorry, LB. But
Look, Nur-D's on here. I had to do it.
I'm so glad somebody else was targeted with it.
Service industry.
You said the servicemen go in this way.
Yeah. Well, it's just obviously I feel like it's somebody in his group and he's like, well, you know what I mean? Like, it's the service people. I'm sorry for not being inclusive.
One of your crewmates is like, glad he finally said it.
What was that?
Nothing. What's the next step?
The next step, to kind of answer your question with a question, the next step is how and what would our angle be?
There is we'll say that there is an old gnome who somehow has been able to pull his weight as a part of your crew. Well, sorry. Shit.
Philbert, what is it? Everyone shut up. Philbert is talking.
He pulls out like a megaphone to like project his voice a little bit, which is very much it left like 2 years back. Well,
A small group would be easier to sneak in. You need you probably need some clothing, a disguise to be one of the service people. There may be some in town that you could speak with.
Okay. Okay. Are you okay? Is everything fine?
It's one of the rough days.
Oh, I understand. Somebody get Filbert some water. Just to get Filbert.
Someone gets.
You're so old, and I love having you around. How old are you? 112 now? Is it? Yes?
113.
13.
You
Yes.
keep taking away one of my years.
And he
you look so young.
he already has the shakes, but then he lifts his arm to like shake his fist, which is it's already
There's got to
someone-
be an elf in the back that's like, that's not that old.
Merosha grabs his fist while it's shaking, and he just like gently puts it down. And she's like, "So old, so wise, so old, so very old."
Thank you.
someone fills his tankard, and then from his own pack he produces like a topper with a straw so that he doesn't have to spill all over himself. Just clip.
I think initially, though, Merosha grabs it. And he's just like this. Okay, here we go. You good? Small sips. Small sips.
And like still a couple drops like get on his chin.
Oh, you had a little spittle. Let me get this. Let me get this.
I'm so uncomfortable and I don't know why.
Can this be the whole
Why
game?
is this the thing?
Joke's on you, internet. Filbert is our navigator.
Oh God.
That's why there's.
Oh, holy shit! Oh,
Hey, listen.
I'm writing down Filbert's name.
Hey, yeah, put him on the NPC list.
Oh, I legit want to send a message to Dubious Artiste to be like, I need art of the literal oldest gnome that you can ever create.
Hey, Merosha is a rough and tumble pirate who gives no shits and like will drink all the Kool-Aid in the world, but we respect our elders around here.
True story.
This has got to be the BBE somehow.
I want the art of him to be just passed out, like old man
No,
sleeping.
he's sleeping in a chair. Somehow his neck is still keeping his head up, but his face is like,
Oh God. Filbert. Oh shit. It's everybody. It's now. Filbert died. Oof. Oh.
Why are you making all that noise?
We thought this was it. Sorry. Anyway, Filbert's correct. We probably should disguise ourselves, maybe find some of the local townspeople and see who's working this event. I
okay,
don't know. Let's start, and he looks at the crew. Let's start by having a conversation. We have enough coin to where we can pay them for their attire, but I leave it up to your discretion. If they get a little weird, knock them out.
say less, says one of your crewmates. Say,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, Damien, listen. The last time we were in another city, we got a little rampant, okay? We need you to tone it back a little bit. I understand you've been taking classes, you've upped your strength. I know you want to show off, but
Totally.
this is very important.
Absolutely.
I understand the excitement and I appreciate the enthusiasm, but it is important that I do get what I need.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. Taking it seriously. And he walks away to somebody else at the bar.
No, that boy's gonna kill somebody.
Hey, Gavel.
Yeah.
A human, clearly in his like early 20s. Sort of a scruffy 5 o'clock shadow and dark hair that sort of it spikes on its own. It's got that like I woke up like this look. He's got like muted green eyes. He sort of leans against the bar. Hey, you don't by chance work at the estate up there, do you?
No, I'm not from town. Can I buy a drink?
I mean, he like looks back. Yeah, I'll take a drink. That's yeah, sure. Bartender comes over. What are you getting? And he says, whatever he's having. All right, and makes another smoothie. Slides it across the bar. I'm like, oh, okay. Is there like, is it made? Is the fruit like fermented and whatever? No. Okay.
No, I don't partake in alcohol myself.
Oh. Okay. This is cool. This is fine.
So you've come in on a ship, have you?
Yeah, we're just in town for a couple days. Figured we would
Perfect.
see if there was an open invitation for that party going on at that manor. So
I'm not sure I know anything about it, but I'm sure if you speak to one of the working folk, they could. Oh, sorry. It's mostly greens and there's some blueberry in there.
where though?
No, it's-
Listen, clearly you're not the mark I'm looking for. Sorry to waste your time. And as he gets up to walk away, he accidentally bumps your smoothie, and it clatters to the ground and spills everywhere. Oh. Sorry. And he just sort of turns and starts continuing to ask around. What do you do, Gavel?
That's not enough to start a fight. I don't think that's enough to start a fight.
It's true, but you could ask for a further apology.
That's true. He stands up and, like, wipes it off of his lap and says, I think that an egregious offense such as that requires a bit more of a authentic apology.
I knocked over your smoothie, and I'm sorry.
Yes, I think someone living on a ship should know that there aren't many ways to clean clothing, and you don't travel with much, so it's going to be a little bit more than just, I am sorry, to really...
Let me
slide on over just to kind of, yeah.
Let me just put it this way, then. You can accept my apology, or you can eat your teeth, because you're kind of being annoying. So, your choice.
Is there a problem here, friends?
This gentleman spilled my drink after I bought him one, and he spilled it on my trousers.
It tasted like shit. I'm just being honest, though.
Stop it. I'm sure he apologized.
Not sufficiently, unfortunately.
Okay.
And then he threatened me. A threat which I'm not certain that he could actually back up without your stature.
Okay.
My friend, hold on. My friend is a little bit wild and can speak out of turn, but I'm pretty sure that his apology was sufficient enough. Mr.
Gavel.
Gavel. So, whatever threat was made, it was either warranted or misplaced. You choose.
Well, if I don't accept, I've been told I'm going to eat my teeth. I do not accept your apology.
And I'm starting to see why maybe that was offered. Maybe you and I should speak.
I mean, I could take care of this. Bob,
Go sit down.
All right, cool. I'll like shrug and go and sit with the rest of the, or he'll sit at the table where the rest of the crew were sitting before they also fanned out to find info and all that.
So, would you like to continue this conversation in here or outside?
I suppose that's up to you, but I think the tension has died down, unfortunately. Fortunately.
Is it something you enjoy? Creating
What?
tension.
I've been taught that you should fight after all other avenues have been exhausted.
Really? Where do you train?
In the north. There's a temple in the mountains.
Monk?
He nods.
What's interesting? Buy you a drink.
I would love that. Thank you.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm sorry. I may have forgotten my coin purse. Do you mind if I borrow yours? And he goes to reach for your. He goes to reach for whatever bag you have.
It is very quickly like slapped away.
Quick hands.
So I've been told.
Let's see how quick it really is. He projects a right hook.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
You guys can either settle this via rolls, you can do an improv back and forth and have it be more cinematic. This is your fight here, so I leave it to you guys on how this gets resolved. I'm just here.
I'm open to everything.
On
Shut
stream?
You did it.
My dex is a +3, so I mean if you are attempting to see his speed and ability, I think it would make sense as a monk and having the features that I have for him to easily block it, but he's not going to stop there.
Yeah, no, that's what it was too. That's why I said like he projected a right hook. So it was one of those things where he's just like, "Oh, really? Huh?"
Yeah.
So, okay,
Good.
cool.
We're live right
I
now.
think once it's hello.
Hi.
You could say hi to the internet. That's
I
fine.
would say, can I?
Hi, Mom.
My friend LB says, "Hi, Mom."
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm getting a bunch of awes. It's great.
I know.
Compliments to the chef.
That's true.
Thanks for holding down the fort. And hello, everybody.
Yeah, my mom said, internet, my mom says hello. Be nice to my mother.
All right, so do the thing.
What reputation do we have here?
Exactly.
On me.
Like, why wouldn't we be
I love
nice
you,
to
Mom.
mom?
So anyway, the bar fight.
Yeah.
I think Merosha sees that block and he's gonna kind of go for like a leg sweep type deal, but he's definitely gonna err on the side of his strength to hit your block. Because I know you're gonna block the leg sweep. So my strength's a +7.
I think if you throw a punch, I'm gonna try and get some things in first.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So you go in for the right hook, and he kind of pushes it out of the way, and depending on how much, if you're relying on your force, your strength, he kind of like guides your arm away and like shoves your shoulder down. And as that happens, he like kicks his foot up and down onto your back, the back of your knee, to like get you onto the ground a little bit.
Oh, he takes that knee buckle, hits the ground. He kind of looks up at you, but then like in a force of getting up, like we're wrestling now.
Yeah.
Kind of like that checks you.
You take him in the middle and he just kind of like wails on your head a couple times.
And he's eating them. Like they hurt like a bitch, but he's just like taking them. And I think at that point, after we've broken several chairs and a bunch of glassware, like Gavel, I assume, is nowhere near tired. But Merosha at that point is like, this motherfucker is squirrely, and just kind of looks at you and goes, Gavel, is it? Gavel.
You kind of see on his face this look of like enjoyment, and he is like ready to keep going, and he's breathing heavy, but not by any means tired. He just seems to be very much enjoying the process, and with each hit he is not holding back. You can feel him hitting like pressure points and stuff. So
yeah, okay, Gavel. My name is Captain Merosha Gant of the Parano. This is my crew. That was probably the most fun that I've had with my pants on.
are you yielding?
Never. I'm just pausing this endeavor for a later time.
Fine.
Eventually, the bartender, as you kind of exchange this, there are some guards who enter like, what's going on in here? And they look between the two of you. The bartender's like, they just randomly started fighting. I don't know what happened. What do you guys do?
Apologies. We didn't mean to make a disturbance. Let me help repair these chairs. And you see him like get down and start to put the legs back on. Hammer fist them back down.
Okay.
Merosha throws a couple coin on the bar and he goes, "Thank you for a lovely evening."
You're welcome, I suppose. And he'll like whisk the coin away, and just sort of shake his head. The guards kind of look between the two of you, shake their head, and eventually start. They leave the bar, but eventually, Filber, does return, and he's got that like he's got a slow shuffle, but
Filber,
on his arm,
slow down, you're running.
He has two garment bags. He goes,
I was just so excited.
He's like 10 feet away, and he moves a little bit closer.
I did manage to get two
And he sets the outfits on a chair.
two outfits for the service people up at the manor for Blackthorne. One is more your size and one is a little smaller. Probably fitting for Damien if you choose.
Filber, thank you for this. This is why you are one of my trusted crewmen.
Oh, well, you can't get rid of me, can you?
And we keep trying. It's just crazy.
And his laugh like gets a little too long before he like has to force himself to rein it back in. Like,
It's kind of like, okay. Merosha turns to Gavel and he's like, "What are you doing this evening?"
Well, I was going to meditate, and then perhaps look at the stars and take an early evening.
That sounds boring. How about being a monk of a high order? I assume that honor and dignity holds one of your highest pillars.
Yes.
Beautiful. Lord Blackthorne up there has stolen something from me that shames my honor and or dignity, and I intend to take it back. And I would really enjoy it if you were to accompany me on this.
Damien in the back is like, wait, what the fuck?
Shut up, okay?
What the fuck? What, he kicks your ass and now you're gonna hire him?
You want to do this now, Damien? Mister, you're gonna eat your teeth? I'll show you. You want to do... It didn't beat my ass. I stopped because I don't like trashing local businesses. Okay. So there.
Sure, whatever. He eventually, he gets up and just, throws his arms up and walks out of the bar.
Yeah, keep walking. Kids, they just don't have any level of respect for authority, and they always... I really do apologize about him. He's extremely hot-headed, and he thinks way too quickly before he probably should.
It's all right. He's pretty on par for the people that I've met as I've traveled south.
Yeah. It's the deep south. It's pretty bad. Anyway, would you? It looks like I'm going to need the help anyway.
It depends. What do you intend on me doing?
So, and then I go back over the whole Cronenberg thing. slap the paper down and just explain the entire plan. And so that's basically it. Now, granted, for you and for the rest of my crew, there's other treasures and baubles and things that are in the Lord's room, but there is something very specific that I need to bring back. It's a very small oaken box. It has a lock on it. It's in the shape of a rain cloud. I need to get that back. It is, I don't really care what everyone else does, but that needs to come with me.
I have no need of material items, but if it will help with your honor, I just know that I do have a code. I do not kill people and I do not attack unprovoked.
That is so boring. Okay, I mean, well, hey, everyone's got a code, I assume.
I would hope so.
So you're in.
Sure.
Awesome. This is yours. You're changing that to as you will, and I'm gonna go.
I do have one question. Is this an owl?
What?
On the map, this squiggle thing here, is this an owl?
Merosha looks at the map and he's like, it's, so technically, okay, so as I was drawing the map, I got a little distracted and I was a little bit bored, so I started squiggling. It was supposed to be a bird. I guess if you think it's an owl, I succeeded.
It's not very good.
What?
The drawing, it's not very good.
You guys told me it was good.
What was that? We couldn't hear you over the people out here, and they quickly.
You guys said my map was good. Well, you now the little fast handsy one says that it's bad. I don't know who to believe.
I don't lie, so that's also one of my.
They don't lie. You see, so it's you. It's every single one of you. You wait till we get back to the ship. I swear to you, I deeply apologize about them. They just uncouth. So I just don't know what it is. Shut up!
So, the uniform.
Do you think so? You really think so?
What?
That it's beautiful?
I said the uniform.
Uniform. Sorry. Riff-raff in the back. Yes, the uniform. We're gonna go in and we're gonna disguise ourselves so that we can sneak into the thing.
Right. Gonna go change.
Yeah. As Gavel turns away, Merosha tries to trip him.
Do you want me to make a roll for it?
Sure.
You know what? At that point, sure.
I'm just goofing now.
Make an acrobatics check.
16.
Oh yeah, no, I don't. Mm-mm. Damn it.
You put your foot out to trip him, and he like hops over it and like taps the bottom of your foot with the bottom of his foot as he walks by.
This is on me. I need to get quicker.
The bartender sort of moves around to like clean up some of the broken glass and some of the smoothie that was still on the floor. And he's like, I'm pretty sure he kind of likes you. He's like sweeping up a little bit. You're muted again. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, my headphones are acting funny. Say it again.
I'm pretty sure I feel like he likes you a little bit.
Oh. No, it's just these monks, they have a code, like they meditate and they look at things, they take like celibacy things or what have you. Like plus, not my type. Not enough meat on the bones for me. You know.
Suit yourself. He finishes cleaning up.
Man, nobody fucking got no.
Nobody asked you. All right. We're now going to do a little bit of a fast forward as we come to the party itself. We're going to go back to Cybal. Cybal, your carriage sort of bumps along the cobblestone road as it approaches the estate. And you can hear the distant sounds of conversation. You hear the very distant sounds of like music playing. And you look out and can see a beautiful candlelit like courtyard where all these other carriages are sort of moving around a roundabout to then be let out and introduced properly.
Right.
Did you bring anyone with you, or are you just going solo?
I'm going solo dolo.
Okay. Your carriage pulls around, and the speaker who announces everyone says, General Jasper Kingsman of the Kingsmen, and then the door opens.
That would be Cybal.
Cybal Kingsman of the Kingsman House
In attendance, and they sort of gesture, and some of the other nobles sort of like glance in your direction like, oh, interesting. And like there's already a little bit of a small hubbub just amongst the conversation and gossipers as you are led off of your carriage.
I'm just going to make my way inside, head up, but like very clearly trying to mind my P's and Q's and not fuck this up.
Eventually, as you make your way inside, there is a sort of mousy woman who approaches. She's wearing a loud gown, both literally and visually. It is a bright gold with a blue sort of accent. She's got this big sort of lace, like flower bud made of the same material her dress is, that's like up and just ostentatiously in her face. She's got these long silken gloves, and she's got a wine glass in her hand. Oh my goodness, you must be Cybal. Your father always says such wonderful things about you. It's so wonderful to finally meet you.
Well, if I must be Cybal, then I suppose that I must, and it is a pleasure to meet you as well.
Oh, Lady Viviana Crane. And she just holds out her hand expectantly.
It takes him a second. He goes, right, got it. And follows tradition, takes it, hesitates for a second, like, no, I'm pretty sure this is a maneuver. And then
I love it so much. Viviana says,
charming to meet your acquaintance. Make your acquaintance. The wine is divine. Tell me, your father was expected to be in attendance. Is he not joining us for this evening's festivities?
Having just returned from serving in battle in the name of our queen, I thought it'd be best to get an early start on my responsibilities as the heir of the Kingsman name. So,
Well, it is wonderful to meet the future Lord of the Kingsman name. I'm sure you're going to serve just as proudly as your father does.
I intend to, though. What is life if not an endless search for progress and improvement?
Quite. She actually slips her arm into yours.
Oh, this is happening now.
Walks and starts walking with you. And as she does, she says, "Don't worry, it's fine. First parties like these can be a little bit intense, so I'm simply here to guide and help you."
Oh, this is where the insight check happens.
I leave that up to you.
Yeah, this is where. This is everything I want. You might be trying to screw me over.
It might be the plan.
A 13.
Is this
Okay.
Noble trying to hit on me?
That would never occur to Cybal.
She seems genuine. Now, I will also give you just a little bit of insider info.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Crane is actually her contribution to the wealth and the prosperity of the realm of Iodrathae is actually with spies. She is somewhat of a spy master. Your father has had a few meetings with her to discuss some intelligence that she has come across. But she never really gave you any impression that she was malicious necessarily. She is a noble, though.
Yeah.
So it's a little difficult to read.
Got it. So I'm buddied up with the spy master at my first gala. I'm fine. It's awesome.
As you are sort of chauffeured through, we're going to move the camera just a little bit towards the kitchens, where a back entrance slowly creeps open. And in walks...
This is very restrictive.
Merosha completely tore the sleeves off of his. He's like, I know. It's not. Yeah, I don't like it either. Okay. In the kitchen.
You can see like at least 12 different people. There's some people working on what looks like a big bowl of salad. There's somebody that's working at a stew. There's a big roast that was just pulled and it smells amazing. But they are all operating with this sort of stressed expression. You can see some beads of sweat on some of their brows as they are just, it's a flurry of activity.
Do I see the chef?
You do. He is currently he's presented with what looks like one of the like dressing options for the salad. He takes a small spoon and just take this swill and dump it out where for the pigs to eat. I'm sure they would enjoy it wonderfully. Start again. And they like, you just hear this like, and everybody quickly gets to work before he eventually shifts over to look at that roast.
Me as a person, Ian, with that whole scene, my heart just went pitter patter because I'm just like, yeah.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef. Cool. I think without a word, Merosha is gonna kind of like sternfully and also look like he's concerned over to the chef to go speak to them
Mhm.
And he walks up and he goes, "Evening, chef. So, what is our timeline for this evening's dinner?"
Wait, what do you mean? Where's the timeline? We've been through this 3 times throughout the day. We've got cocktail hour first, and then the first course goes on in about an hour. And at this point, you should be moving over to get the hors d'oeuvres out to the guests. So, if you would do me a favor, stop wasting my time, go find a platter, and get out onto the floor. Thank you.
Right away, chef.
Thank you. And he just gestures again towards the door.
He kind of waves Gavel over, like, "Come on."
Gavel's like standing there looking around like he's not sure what to do, and then he follows you and just mimics you, grabs a tray.
Yeah. Okay, listen, real quick. Where we need to go, where the vault is, there's 2 joining staircases that go up to the procession. That is where Lord what's-his-fuck, I know his name, I'm just being facetious, is going to come out, and just don't do that. That has taken countless hours of premium crafting. Do not mess with the structure. Also, turn the tray around. It's supposed to be presented like this. Like, Merosha, like, gets into, like, a whole thing. He's just like, okay, listen, if you're going to do it, you got to do it right. You have the proper part, okay? Also, where's your towel? We didn't grab towels. Like, his mind flipped for some reason.
He's buying into this a little too hard.
Merosha is a method actor.
Right. So, okay. And he kind of like lets you put the towel on. It's like, all right. So, the staircase.
Oh yeah. Oh, the staircase. So, the staircase is what leads to the private quarters. That's where we need to get. So, we go onto the floor. We serve these lovely rhubarb-infused cocktails. Is that rosemary in a cocktail? I'm impressed. We serve, but we get reconnaissance so that we can make our way up. Okay?
Right.
All right. You look good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you ripped the sleeves of your shirt.
Thank you. I'm actually surprised no one else noticed. And then, like, he walks out.
You both step out into a grand, like, open ballroom. The floors are polished, and there is beautiful candlelight that sort of fills the room. There are tapestries, and there is a large, ostentatious portrait of Lord Blackthorne with a full head of hair and a marvelous bushy curled mustache that sort of comes off of his face as he rides a valiant horse into battle. Meanwhile, you can spot Lord Blackthorne with not quite a full head of hair, and his beard is a little lopsided. There's some grays in there, but you can see that the room is filled with all of these people. And we'll say this is right around the time, Cybal, you can see a couple of people stepping out with some hors d'oeuvres. And Lady Viviana says, "Oh, with the hors d'oeuvres coming out, I do believe this is a wonderful opportunity for you to take a break. Take your time.
Oh, okay.
Rejuvenate yourself, however you need."
What do you know what the hors d'oeuvres are? Like, what do you have, like pigs in a blanket? I mean,
well, if they are serving tavern food, absolutely. But if I know Blackthorne, it's probably something expensive. So just snack on it, smile, nod, remark how delicious the food was, even if it tasted like ass.
okay, I can do that.
Wonderful. Now, if you'll excuse me, I actually have a meeting to go speak with, so will you be all right?
I'll be fine. Grab the hors d'oeuvres, eat it, state how good it is, even if it tastes like ass. Smile.
Perfect. She sort of takes her hand and goes a little like tap 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 on the top of it before she eventually slips into the crowd and almost immediately is like no longer visible.
Cybal makes a beeline to whoever's passing out hors d'oeuvres. I just realized he's a stress eater.
Well, you see a large half-orc and a blonde human.
Oh, that one has the sleeves ripped off. That means that if I make a social faux pas, it'll be overlooked by theirs. And I just said,
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Go on.
I'm just gonna. Excuse me, I would like one of those, please. Now,
Oh.
now.
There are several options on the tray. Which one do you want?
Oh.
Do
Okay.
you need help?
How presumptuous. I do not, but if I were, what suggestions would you make?
And like this huge smile goes across Merosha's face, and he goes, "Well, so what we have here prepared tonight is a lightly roasted crostini with a small braid." Like he just kind of goes into it. And what I really like the most about it is that the glaze is also seconded as a topping sauce, because the crostini can be a little bit overdone, so that seeps into the crevices of it. But what makes it really good, and for some reason he pulls out like a little squeeze bottle, and he's just like, I come to find that a little bit of vinaigrette on top of this makes the pork loin just that much
Adds a
supple. You
little
should
tang
probably-
to it for
Yeah,
sure. Yes.
mhm, absolutely.
And it's cooked
This-
perfectly for that. I can tell by the reddening of the meat.
I'll be a little bit honest with you.
Mhm.
It's a little underdone. The chef's kind of crap, so I'd be surprised if you like this.
It's going to be good, even if it tastes like ass.
This is your first time, isn't it?
No, I've done this all the time. I mean, many times before this event.
What's your
I'm a
name?
regular. I am Cybal Kingsman.
Does that name ring a bell?
Make me a history check.
Absolutely.
Yeah, look me up. Well, I'm out here in these streets.
Google me.
The streets know the name. Cybal Bang Bang Kingsman. I'm out here rocking shit.
People know the name. An interesting phrase for Noir to use to describe Cybal, his character for this campaign.
I got a 16, by the way. Let's see how much I know the name.
You definitely know the name Jasper Kingsman, who is a high-ranking general of the Iodrathae military. Cybal, you may have heard mention of Jasper's son once or twice.
Cybal,
Yes.
are you are you related to Jasper Kingsman?
Oh, I see that you're familiar with my father and his works. Yes.
Your father? Really? Your father has an impressive navy. The ships are known almost land-wide to be some of the most built, productive, and fastest ships. Some would say almost impossible to steal, but I did hear that they had an issue. Some rogue pirates commandeered one of your naval fleet some time ago.
I remember father talking about that. Some lowly, pathetic pirate with dreams of grandeur. I'm sure that it's only a matter of time before my father collects his head like he does with most of his foes.
Lowly, pathetic pirate. Of course, you don't. I'm sure somebody as grand and tactically intelligent as Jasper Kingsman surely didn't realize that posting a ship on the east port where it's the lightest in the dock and essentially not locking the door, that was just happenstance.
I actually told father that was a potential oversight and weakness and would be exploited, but never mind that. A slight tactical error is only further opportunity for my father to prove himself to the queen. Besides, they're just pirates. How clever could they be?
How clever indeed.
Gavel leans in. I'm so sorry. What is this again?
That's a canapé.
What does that mean?
tiny sandwich.
Can I have one of those actually?
Yes, please.
Actually,
help
no,
yourself.
Mr.
No?
Kingsman. Somebody of your stature and your bravado, such a name. You should be mingling around. You don't have time for these lowly tavern snacks. It snatches it out of his hand.
One moment, I'm processing this. That's a compliment, but also audacity.
Get there. You got it.
Smile. This wasn't. We didn't cover this part, so give me just a moment. He's literally gonna start walking in circles. Okay.
Before he starts walking in circles, like the wheels in Merosha's head are turning, and he goes, "Cybal, can you answer one question?"
I can
Lord
answer.
Kingsman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Yes. I was going to correct you. Thank you for doing it yourself.
Not a problem. In the small winter months in this island, you can look into the sky and you can see 3 different constellations that will direct you towards the warmest part of the sea. Can you tell me what 2 of those are?
I truly believe he'd be able to rattle them off easily. Like, oh, that would be Orion and Viserys.
Very good, Lord Kingsman. You enjoy your evening.
Fun fact, though, every 27th year, because of the rotation of the planet, around that time period, there's actually a third. Did you know that?
I did it. One more question.
Oh, this is fun. I like this. Yes, more questions. And I would like to see what the commoners eat. So I appreciate the compliment, but I would have one of those tiny sandwiches, please. Thank you.
Sure, absolutely. The mortal body has 14 pressure points, mostly located at the top of their chest. Mm-hmm. Can you point to one right now? And if I may, in this particular moment, I think the reason why Merosha asked those 2 sets of questions, the first one is obvious. The second one is to gauge Cybal's combat prowess.
I see what you're doing.
So that's an interesting question. There are multiple pressure points, as a pressure point is generally just where a point where blood vessels can be compressed to control bleeding. But it would seem that you're looking for ones that are meant specifically for combat-based uses. And really combat-based uses for pressure points are just altering the body in ways that would make it difficult for one to continue a melee. So why would one limit themselves to 14 in the most protected area of the body? I think it would be more useful to target the 4 on the appendage that is being used to attack, 18 on the ones in the joints, and 32 on the leg areas. They're not quite as defended as the area of the body that holds your internal organs. I mean, evolutionarily, even the rib cage itself and sternum is designed to protect such points. Why do you ask?
Just gentle conversation. Lord Kingsman. Lord Kingsman, it's been an absolute pleasure. And if I may, have my tray of canapes. You deserve them.
Oh, I can't hold the tray. It'll look
It's
like...
okay. And then walks away.
Oh.
Wait, no, I would like to speak with him.
Oh my god.
Oh no. I have a tray. This will immediately diminish my standings.
Yes, everyone, welcome. Throw the tray.
Right as the guy goes, everyone quiets down, and then there's just clank, 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 clank.
You know what? So how do you throw it? You just sort of like behind the back, right?
Like, it's a panic mode, so he literally like, I can't hold this. And Captain America's
Okay. Well, it sails through the air, and the sandwiches and the hors d'oeuvres go everywhere as it collides with the form of Lady Seraphina Blythe,
Oh my
the
god!
gossip of the courts.
Please no!
She is covered, and she slowly looks up.
Can I roll a stealth check?
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Oh, I should just fuck myself is what this stat is telling me. All right, here we go.
I'll say that for the purposes of this session, you all have 2 luck. Although, I'm going to give you guys an extra luck because holy shit, the RP for this session is fucking great. So you have 3 luck at this point.
Do I have access to class abilities?
Yes. We're going to assume, just for ease's sake, you're going to have the same abilities that you do with your current character sheet. That's fine.
Then I rolled an 18. I'm using my 2 luck to boost that to a 20. And then I'm doing Inspire, which will change it to a 24. Fuck. So I'm standing in front of I'm literally sidestepping and pointing at an old person. I can't believe you did that.
You
yes.
Please tell me please tell me the old person you point to is Filbert.
That's why I said it. I wanted to be Filbert so bad.
You oh my god. You sidestep and gesture to this ancient gnome who stumbles forward. As Lady Seraphina looks up, I can't believe this, and she just brushes the meats and the sauce off of her dress, and Filbert is like, "Oh, please let me," and he takes a handkerchief and then slowly shuffles a little bit closer. And he stops halfway through and then and starts
I think
dabbing at the spots where the sauce got on her dress.
Oh my god.
Gavel is slowly processing the scene as he is kind of walking away, seeing Cybal very clearly panicking to himself. I think he'll just go up behind Cybal and take his arm and say, perhaps stepping out to avoid the heat.
Oh yes, I can't believe that gnomish gentleman would do such a thing. I need air.
And he leads him away.
All right.
So about those pressure points, did you know?
As Lord Blackthorne steps up to give a welcoming speech, we are going to take our 10-minute break. So to everybody who's tuned in, thank you so much. We love you. We appreciate you. Go and get your food, get your drink, get your snack, do some stretches, take your medicine if you haven't, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes. Bye, everybody.
Oops.
Hello, Internet. We have returned to continue the episode. That's how breaks work. I don't know why I'm still talking. We return to Castibria, to Lord Blackthorne's manor, where a wonderful gala is taking place, and he has just stepped up to give some sort of welcome message to everyone. While that happens, what are the 3 of you doing?
I think we're all whisked to outside now, right?
Mm-hmm.
We went outside. Yeah.
Okay.
Merosha, hello. This and he leans in. Is there any puzzle that we need done for this? Any way of entry?
Any
I have a
puzzle into?
I
What?
have a feeling that this gentleman is very in tune with puzzles. If there is something that we could need, perhaps a door unlocking or something such, he might be able to take on a quest like that.
Who are you talking about?
And he like moves aside.
Oh shit! Hello, Lord Kingsman, Cybal, yeah.
Are you all right? Yes.
Oh.
You are muted, my love.
Speak up, son. Take your mask off.
Ah, crap! Hi. I'm very nervous. I was just talking to myself, and I thought I was talking out loud, but I guess I was just talking to myself. I don't know why I'm with the help right now. I should probably go back inside.
Oh, we're not the help.
Nope.
You're wearing the uniform.
Barely.
I mean,
Yes.
you've altered it in a way that is quite honestly offensive, but yes,
Are you a man of honor?
yes.
Do you strive to protect those others whose honor has been besmirched?
Of course.
We are attempting to do such things.
Oh. Wait. Are you both here to do a crime?
Are we here to do a crime?
Merosha looks over to the side too, like
To the empty space.
to the empty space. He looks over. Oh, Filbert, no.
I'm lost!
I was looking for the bathroom.
It's funny. Yeah, Merosha looks over to the empty space and looks back and he goes, "Oh, me. This is my turn." Kind of.
Well, we are attempting to retrieve something that was taken.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a crime here?
Taken by whom? And for what reason?
Hi.
Hello.
Cybal.
Hello.
Since our names were already out there, I'm Merosha. I am that lowly pirate who stole your father's ship.
No, I wouldn't
Nice
have
to
said
meet you.
that.
What? He's fine. He's cool. You're cool, right?
I'm not sure yet. Give me a moment. I'm
Take your time.
processing. Okay, thank you.
Get there.
It was 8:30 to 8:45, a 15-minute window in an area that was completely unwell lit and not necessarily guarded well because the route the guard rotation had a gap in it. Right? That's what I
That's-
was saying. Could you
Yeah,
tell that
it's-
to my father?
Could you tell that? No, I'm not going to tell that to your father. It's essentially what we call in the pirate game an open door. And,
That's what I said. I'm not a pirate by any chance. That would be so what was it you were asking?
so-
Will you help us to retrieve an item that has been taken from the captain that resides within the estate?
Oh,
And anything else you find up there is for yours to grab.
that is unquestionably theft.
I'm not going to take anything.
Retrieving goods, recouping losses, as I'd like to refer to it as.
Cybal, make me a history check.
I feel like you're digging a grave, my dude. Gavel's not good at tact, but this seems like not the way to go.
That'd be a 23.
You brought him. I didn't say bring him.
So, you have not had any direct communication with Lord Blackthorne before. However, you do hear conversations between your father and mother about how there was yet another hearing that was called to admonish Lord Blackthorne for stealing or for taking items that didn't belong to him from the common people. This is not something that is a rare occurrence, and in fact, he has become quite known for it. Yet still, the
Legal
nobility,
loopholes.
there are loopholes and whatnot that keep him in the position that he is in. So, what they're suggesting isn't necessarily outside the realm of something honorable.
Okay, so I've processed, and I've decided not to turn you in.
Oh, goody.
Blackthorne is a known deviant within the social circles that I partake in. And so I request only one thing, and should it be granted, I will assist you.
Yes, we will not kill you.
I won't kill anyone.
I was not aware that that was on the table, and now with this new added information, I need further time to process. Oh,
Take your time. Why did you bring him here? Like, I don't understand why. Like, what?
Well, to gain access to other parts of the house, you said we needed
goodness.
a way in, and having one of the guests would give us access to the other parts of the house.
I was just gonna smash the door in.
I never thought about dying.
Well, that would be a way to do it. However, that would probably cause a lot of noise in a otherwise quiet area, and it might be better for someone who has skill to get us inside.
Oh, you're talking about the break-in. I would definitely scream, so that would definitely make a lot of noise if you tried to kill me.
I've got skill. What are you talking about? Jeez.
Well, I presume you have plenty of skills. However, the skills that I speak of are more delicate, less rough and tumble.
Did you bring Boulade?
As you ask that, Merosha, you stopped shaking and took a drink of your Boulade, but you still hear that sound. And in the gardens, you can see an we'll make her an elf with sort of a short white-haired bob, and her ears sort of protrude out as she's like, "Yes, it's simply dreadful. I can't believe Blackthorne would invite us to such swill. This is awful."
Merosha's got his thing, and he's just like, "Hello."
And I'll say you guys can also overhear, "Are you drinking that Boulade stuff?" "Yes, it's actually quite an acquired taste. I'm quite a fan of it myself."
I'd see the elven woman, and I'm just like, I don't know how to react in this moment. I'm a little intrigued, but at the same time, I feel like we shouldn't.
Do I recognize who's talking?
You recognize this as being Livia Rossetti, a countess. She's honestly probably the one voice on the court who is trying to speak for the people whenever there are gatherings. She's wearing a wonderful blue dress that's a little asymmetrical. One side just has a strap, but then the other one sort of extends into a long sleeve with a beautiful lace pattern of gold. And she sort of giggles a little bit as some of the others start to make fun of her for enjoying the Boulade flavor that she is currently sipping from her own personal cup.
I love that.
Oh, she speaks for the people. One of those, at least. That's what my father says. Please don't kill me. You've decided not to kill me. I would like, if I'm to work with you, for that to be forever stricken from the options that we consider going forward.
I mean, forever stricken. I mean, there's
forever stricken, or I scream.
I'm not going to kill you. I thought I made that clear.
They're going to scream.
Yes, that'll draw attention to the both of you, and then I will turn you in.
You wouldn't just like punch us. You would just scream.
No, look
Well-
at his form. He couldn't punch us. I mean, you could try.
I could for sure punch you, and it would hurt even too.
You or us?
Hit
It
my
would
hand.
hurt. What? I don't
It-
feel like it right now. I don't want to damage you. I have
come
a
on.
strict code of not harming anyone unless, and I know
Come
better
on,
than to
Kingsman.
tell you what the unless.
Kingsman.
Stop it! Get that out!
Stop-
Get your hand
right.
out of my face! Stop it! Stop!
Excuse me, miss.
Livia sort of perks up and looks in your direction. Yes.
My apologies. Is that Boulade that you have?
God damn it. Gavel saying Boulade is the funniest thing. Boulade.
Boulay!
It's so funny.
Robert
Um,
Boulay!
Ramagule. It's one of my favorite SNL bits. Oh, god damn it. She looks down at her tankard and kind of blushes a little bit. Yes, I do enjoy it. It's different.
Merosha peeks over the ledge. What flavor is it?
Oh, wait, this one's yellow. It's a lemon
You got-
flavor.
You got yellow. Do you do you have any more?
She snickers, and like the entourage that she's with are very clearly like like
The
fake
staff.
laughing, but she seems to be genuinely smiling. I may I
Very
ask
pleased.
who and she kind of like glares at the other like noble women.
I wave.
You know, she slowly makes her way over. All right, I'm curious. What flavor do you have?
Purple.
I've not had that one yet.
I haven't
Is
had
it good?
yellow. Is it? Let me tell you something. Purple make you want to slap your mama.
Why would you want to slap your mother?
She gasps and giggles. Well, that's quite a review. While I don't believe I'll be slapping my mother, I am curious. And she produces a small shot glass. And she starts by pouring some of her yellow Boulade in and offering it.
Thank you.
Takes it back like a shot. And just like,
It's quite light.
I feel a little tingly. Like this lemon. It's fun. Oh, I apologize.
and like he does the thing that you do with like a cup to like get the drops out. There's definitely a separation of class here.
She giggles as she watches.
Right? he takes like the side of Cybil's shirt or whatever and wipes it out.
Shut up. It's for the lady.
Pours a little bit of the purple in and hands it back.
While these two are talking, Gavel takes Cybal aside and runs down the mission and what I was told about it, so that we can decide what to do while they're doing that.
She takes the glass and she sips at first. And then she downs the rest. Ooh.
Right?
Oh, I like that.
It's unctuous. It really has like it's fruity, but at the same time, it has this very cooling tone over the side of it. I don't really know how that happens.
Are you sure your
Interesting.
friend isn't really a server? They seem knowledgeable about.
I met him earlier today. I have no idea what he is.
Oh, so did
So-
I.
While I do enjoy the conversation on the different flavors of Boulade and how delicious yours is, I'm
Thank you.
thoroughly impressed, by the way. I would ask, How long have you been on land? Oh,
On
don't worry.
land. Would
Oh, it's clear that you're possibly from the Isles to the north, yes?
I am. Was it my accent?
The accent, the sleeves being torn off of the shirt, the rather brazen and charming approach to a lady of the court.
Oh, thank you.
And I think if Gavel and Cybal were kind of like watching this interaction, you see you see Merosha's demeanor change from like that, like the goofy didn't he's like,
Well, somebody with a keen eye of yours, I guess I can't hold this secret too long. I've been on land for 3 months, and yes, I am from the Northern Isles. You know, wherever the wind whisks the sails.
Interesting. And sort of strange that someone from the Isles would find their way here, serving boulade and I assume hors d'oeuvres.
It's a day job, but I'm here for other business. I seem to have had something taken from me, and I intend to retrieve it back. You know, my friend, sorry for interrupting. My friend here said that you're a bit of a servant leader, if I may.
Those aren't the words that I use, but yeah, I agree with the sentiment.
Are they flirting?
I think they're flirting. He seems different. Doesn't he seem different?
No, I can't tell.
Your friend, I believe Sybil Kingsman.
Yes.
Correct. Yes, your friend would be correct. I do speak for the common people.
If I may, how do you feel about this whole, what I refer to as a charade? Pretty much a inflated sense of self, a boisterous demonstration of one's ego on their own birth.
Well, if I were a lady of the court, which I am, I would say it is disheartening to see such a display when there are so many suffering. But in truth, I could vomit.
There it is.
Yes.
What would your response be if some rapscallion from the north decided to, I don't know, make his own set of waves in this vomit-inducing party?
Well, I suppose should someone matching that description arrive, I would merely state that if they could retrieve a journal from his private area, that should detail several of his dealings and could very well remove him from his place at court and bring about a sense of justice. And I would be truly overjoyed if something so specific like that could happen.
Would be a big benefit for somebody like yourself. Lady
Rossetti.
Lady Rossetti. Merosha. Pleasure to meet you. I'll leave you to your evening. Wonderful conversation.
It was quite thrilling. I would, again, in this strange hypothetical, if that rapscallion ever did approach in hopes of gathering some intelligence or information, I would simply state that Blackthorne does tend to dabble in some arcane implements for his personal security, so I would advise caution.
I wouldn't know why you would tell me this because I am no rapscallion, but it is interesting of note. Speaking of hypotheticals, let's just say I wanted to. When would be a good time for me to see how arcane these locks are?
Well, he's, I'm sure, giving his welcoming speech now, so his attention is diverted. I suppose, well, right about now would be the best time. Also, use the window.
Thank you. He pulls a paper out of his pocket
and he's kind of looking at her, but he's folding it up. It's a little balloon. Swipes a match, floats it in the air, and he goes, "A gift." Parlor trick.
I don't know why they're using doublespeak when it's very clear what their meanings are.
I thought they were lying.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure it's doublespeak. But the thing is, it's very easily deciphered. This is barely concealing anything at all.
I am completely confused.
Really? No, when he said he wasn't a rapscallion, that was in direct contrast to what he said before when he called himself a rapscallion.
But that's a lie.
Yes, but it's an intentional lie I guess it's working on you. Oh.
Merosha kisses the lady's hand and he turns back to his friends as this conversation is happening.
The gift is getting away.
It's supposed to.
I don't understand that part either.
Moments are fleeting. Time is fleeting. So it's something that should be cherished in its inception, which is why it's very complicated to create said paper air balloon.
I mean,
it's a symbol.
I suppose that depends on whose perspective you're looking from.
No. Time is a constant.
Well,
I know that.
If you're looking at it from the perspective of a dragon, what would be a fleeting moment to us would be barely noticeable.
Poetry and romance are not your thing, is it?
Huh?
What?
Livia goes to turn, and then she turns back and, if I may add,
back turn to the lady. Huge smile goes across Merosha's face. Winks at Gavel. He goes, "Watch." Yes.
Should this rapscallion make it out in one piece,
that means him.
I'd be curious if he would be brave enough to have a drink with someone.
That means her.
All right, okay, I'm following.
Well, lady, that would all depend on the change of the wind.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Well, then I suppose that someone will just have to pray for favorable winds. Until then, enjoy the rest of your evening. And she gestures with her glass, and then she looks for just a second longer than she should before she turns and slowly starts making her way back towards her other friends, who, like, very clearly, the moment you two started talking, were like, we're going to go over here.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think that last part means that she likes windy days.
Right.
Okay.
Are you trying to fuck her?
Wow! Just right out there.
Yes. Well, that's what I look. When I do that sort of thing, I just ask.
I mean, there's steps, a process of courting, and then.
Well, what do you do?
I've been busy.
Are you a virgin?
So the window is the best way forward.
It's fine if you are. I mean, that's respectable. What do you mean?
No, that must mean that there is something about going through the door that we're being warned against.
Is it that you're nervous to talk to other people?
Must be some sort of arcane alarm, I'm assuming. I know it can't be a mechanical one. I'm friends with all the engineers of the kingdom, and I haven't heard of such an implementation at this location, so we should start towards the window.
You're starting to see why this is a problem for you.
Like, if you want to get the first time out of the way, I don't mind. I'm a good teacher.
Do we have a ladder?
Is that open to everybody? Okay, never mind.
Are you also a virgin?
If you want me to be.
I don't think that's how it works.
It's really not. The window. Yes.
So, oh my God. So, I will need stealth checks from you guys as you are making your way through the gardens on the outside of the manor to find said window. There are still guards about.
Oh, I hope so. What is a stealth?
Yeah.
Sick.
Sick.
Dice roll. All right, 15.
Jesus.
Dice roll. I'm gonna do that every time I have to roll dice. Dice roll.
You said stealth, right?
Yeah.
21.
A very confident and proud 12.
All right.
It's respectable. It's respectable.
It's double digits. It's double digits.
It's 2 above double digits if you think
In
about
fact,
it.
True.
I've got 2 whole extra digits, and I can still stay above double.
Why did my brain try to make that dirty? Anyway, sorry. You all sneak through the gardens, and you can spot a couple of patrols out and about. Merosha, one thing to note is that you have... Oh, thank you for the Eat the Wet. And thank you for the Prime sub. We love you. I can't do the snappy version. It's that. Yeah.
It's all that boule.
You know that in...
Come on, get it together, everybody.
God.
I'm good.
Jesus.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know that the escape plan, the rest of your crew are going to be positioned with a cart near the stables in about an hour. So just kind of give you a little bit of a time frame. You make your way through the gardens and avoid the sight of any of the patrols as they wander through. And you can see, sort of overlooking the rest of the courtyard, there is this gazebo, and above it is the wall of the house where a large balcony with patio doors is visible. That is where you need to go. It is on the second floor. So,
Cool.
What is your plan?
What is this? It's stone, I assume.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Got a 15 to acrobatics to climb up the gazebo and do a backflip onto the porch.
Jesus. Okay. You said a 15 or 16?
15.
15. Okay.
I have 2 luck if I need to use it.
I would use a couple of
Yeah,
those luck.
yeah, I'll use 2 though. It's luck.
Okay. You watch as Gavel just like immediately takes off and quickly climbs up and backflips onto.
There's just a second where he's like standing on the gazebo, looks back, and then he just springs back and like catches himself on the railing on the back.
Love it.
I feel like Merosha and Silver are like this. They're like, the hell?
I really hope the expectation isn't for me to do that as well.
I hope the expectation isn't for me to do that. I can't do
Oh, well, I was thinking I could just probably go inside and ask to go up to the second floor.
What the fuck? Like, what? Why didn't you say that when we were back there?
Oh, because you were double talking and I was very intrigued.
Okay, go inside. If you can
Okay.
get up to the second floor, open the door. I'm gonna
Figure something out.
Okay, well, good luck. And I wouldn't recommend doing that because from the height that they were able to hit, if you were to fall, you would easily break and or shatter a bone.
Wouldn't be the first time. And he does this. Okay, here
I
we
want
go.
to stay and watch, but I should go.
and with a +5 to acrobatics.
Oh
Okay,
my God, we're
okay.
doing this.
Okay, y'all. I got a
You have a
19.
+5 to acrobatics?
I do have a +5 to acrobatics. I
Let's
have a
go,
19.
champ.
I got a 19.
All right.
So he's just like, All right, here we go. And pelvic thrust. And it just.
God damn it. Gavel, you watch as Merosha easily climbs up right after you.
It's
do you
not
add a
graceful,
backflip?
though. No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
it's not graceful. Like he like jumps up, grabs the side of the gazebo, hoists himself, stands up, does the thing again, and he just like Gavel can hear. This is what Gavel hears. Shit.
Oh, he's definitely pulling something doing this.
And to the skies, and you can just see his hands like on the thing, and he just like
Oh my god.
one leg over, the other leg over. Ooh. Did it.
Yes, you did. It was done.
I'm just gonna walk back inside and go to the stairs.
All right. Jesus. Cybal, as you step back inside, you can see that the party is now fully underway. It looks like dinner is being served in the large dining hall. It's sort of set up almost like a wedding. There's just several different tables. It's not one gigantic one. And as you make your way towards the stairs, now we're going to do this one. You see as a man, very thin, with long dark hair, tied in a very elegant ponytail, wearing like deep purples with little flecks of silver. He's got a ring on his pinky, and he holds a cane. It's clearly not for mechanical use. It is purely as a fashion accessory. Steps towards you. Oh, Lord Cybal, I believe your name was. Is that correct?
That is what my name was, is currently, and shall be in the foreseeable future. Hello.
Uh-huh. Your presence was surprisingly missing earlier when dinner was served. There were some of us who were curious as to where the young lion found himself. Is everything all right?
Well, very much like my namesake, lions do tend to roam. I hope that I didn't miss anything too exciting after the incident with the hors d'oeuvre tray. I felt perhaps it might be best to take a moment to get some air, especially if food starts flying.
I will need a deception check from Cybal.
Oh, you could just tell me to fuck myself, you know.
Disgrace.
I rolled a whole 11, so that means I got a 10.
Double digits. One above double digits.
You know what? I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use Inspire again. I'm gonna.
It's a good idea.
Now, that it comes in clutch. That brings me to a 16.
Okay. There's a moment where he observes you. His eyes narrow just slightly, almost like there's got to be something this child is hiding.
I think in the moment the inspiration is looking and seeing the family crest on his cane, and then he goes, but you are aware that it is folly for anyone to look too deeply into the intentions of a lion. Even if you fail the cub, you still have to deal with the pride. So what was it that you were asking for, sir?
Oh, just curious on how the young lion was doing at his first political event, but it seems he's handling himself quite well. And there's this glimmer of respect in his eyes. And you know Lord Ambrose Gale,
trades in magic items. His family, that is his domain. And
Oh.
he is definitely one of the more dangerous ones on the court. And yet he looks at you. Huh. Well, enjoy the rest of the evening.
I
Young
shall.
Cybal.
And I wish a very entertaining evening for you as well.
He gives a bow. And as he turns to head back to the party, you see that he steps into a bit of conversation with somebody that you are very familiar with. A Sir Lucretius Cromwell, the devil of the battlefield. He and Ambrose sort of step in close, and there's this small murmur of interested conversation between the two of them. Lucretius kind of gives a glance your way, and then slowly goes to join the rest of the party.
Well, that's a fine fellow. I'm sure I'll never have problems with him.
Everything will be totally fine, and everything will be great.
That doesn't even look like someone that could alter my character arc. I'm gonna go to the stand.
All right.
I have an above table question.
Mhm.
I may have an above table answer.
Does Lucretius still don some of that armor that we saw?
In this party, no. He is wearing some sort of nobleman's like civilian clothes. It is still lavish and beautiful, this outfit that he's wearing, but he is not wearing his full armor.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Yeah, you don't want to be mid at this party.
Okay. Let's get mark that down for a reason. Okay.
Full send. Sure.
Oh, I love you guys so much. Okay, so, Cybal, what? Give me a check that you would use to slip past the guards to be able to head to the second floor. What would Cybal do to try to get up there?
I'm not going to slip past the guards. I'm going to go up to them and go, I just really don't find myself one for small talk, and I could just truly use someone to lend me their ear. And then I would like to talk about history and just drone on and on until they beg me to leave.
Oh, I love that. Go ahead, give me an intelligence check with advantage.
Okie dokie.
That is fantastic use of your character's knowledge. That's so good.
Oh, with advantage, thank God, because that was a bad roll. He made it too interesting. Oh, I rolled a 9.
A 9 total?
Yes.
Okay. As you are sort of trying to steer towards something you can rant about, the guard sort of puts up a hand. Sir, with all due respect, I do have a post to keep. Is there something specific that you need?
Oh, yes. I don't like to be a tattle, but I do believe that gnome culprit who threw the hors d'oeuvres is up to more rapscallionary again. Shenaniganery. I think that's the word that I heard. And you should really go check that out.
I will need a deception check from Cybal.
Yep, here we go. Oh, this isn't good at all. And yet, I rolled a 17.
Hey, okay. Just for fun. Okay. He sees you lean in close, and he kind of does the same. Here's your words, and he looks out and spots Filbert, who is They served soup. And so his shaky hand is scooping a bit of the soup, and it completely falls out of the spoon before it even makes it to his mouth. I see.
Clam chowder.
Broccoli cheddar.
I mean, really, can you do something about that?
I will go and take care of this. Thank you for letting me know. And he
Thank you.
steps away, and you see he gracefully approaches Filbert, and there is the beginnings of a conversation, leaving you the opening.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up.
Okay. You come to the second floor, and it takes you a moment before you can quite easily see the large double doors that you can assume lead to his private chambers. What do you do?
Just gonna. I would like to investigate it first for any sort of booby traps or.
Wow.
I said it, and I realized I wasn't muted. So I'm just gonna go for it.
No, it's fine. Confirmed.
Yeah.
We have the
wrote-
sense of humor of 15-year-olds.
I rolled a
Yeah.
9.
Very good.
All
Nine?
the intelligence stuff I'm failing at, and all the charisma stuff I'm succeeding at,
Yeah.
and I don't know what's going on.
As you examine the double doors, they are very well crafted. The artistry and the work that went into constructing these doors is truly masterful.
I
But
must have
you don't see-
sanded for days.
You don't see any obvious traps.
Well, I could just always blame that poor older gentleman again, and it just opens the door.
As you go to grasp the handle, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay, cool. You can tell me to go fuck myself. Jesus. If that's what you wanted, Kujo, you could just save us both the time. Oh, wait, hold on. No, that's a check. I'm doing a save. Give me.
Tell me why this dude has like a set of like Home Alone
Oh, there it is.
type.
It just looses a bunch of like RC cars. You're like, whoa!
I got a 7. I got a 17.
Hey, yo!
Okay.
Let's do it.
See, again, it's this topsy-turvy session. You're doing all the things well that you shouldn't. It's fine. You are going to take 5 points of necrotic damage as you feel the moment you grasp the handle, you feel this surge of energy. Almost like you're playing with one of those toys that shocks your hand and you can't let go for a moment. You quickly retrieve your hand and you watch just a little faint inky black energy just slowly fade from the handle that you just grasped.
Magic. Okay. Well, all right. Fine. That doesn't count. That's not even engineering. You what? Your hocus pocus bullshit. Oh, I'm gonna put a fucking ward on the door, and then people who touch the door, go, what do I need? A goddamn magic word? Abracadabra. Fuck this door. All right. Let me sit and think about this for a
I'm
second.
going to say that both Gavel and Merosha can hear the ranting come from the other side of the door. As we'll
what?
say that you guys easily are able to gain access to his private chambers. Just hearing grumbling from Cybal on the other side of the door
Stupid.
leading into the hallway.
Arcade
Sorry.
bullshit doesn't even count.
You were saying that you have to shake it. Why shake?
Yeah. Well, so when you put the powder in and you put the water, you have to make sure that it dissolves properly. So you gotta. Yeah.
And then
right?
does the motion need to be both down and up?
Yeah, it's like a dance. You gotta like.
I don't know how to dance.
We'll work on it, but then
All
after
right.
you shake it, you take the sip. The first sip is always the most magical.
You guys can dance if you want to and leave your new friend behind, or you can give me a hint about how to get past this stupid arcade door.
That's far too much
Wow.
sugar. I can't have that. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
I see you found your way in.
Well, I'm still on the other side. This door, and it's magic, which is really just a shortcut for being efficient for people.
Just
who
open the door.
You open the door and see what happens then if you know so
What?
much.
Sure.
Do you? No, wait, hold on. Remember, we're not trying to be loud. Perhaps, do you have any magic abilities?
No, I actually read.
I wasn't talking to you.
I thought you were talking to him because I do not. Rears back his hand again.
Hold on. I've got this. I got a 2. In Arcana.
Tim Merosha's looking at Gavel 2 while they're meditating, like,
Did anything happen? It doesn't look like anything's happening.
wait for it.
You feel nothing.
I don't think there's any magic on this door. Go ahead. Just try the handle. Nope, just try the handle.
Try that. That's where the handle's what hurt me.
Use your foot.
I didn't try my foot.
Merosha looks at Gavel and goes,
Okay.
and like lifts his foot, but he's like tall, so he's like leaning back on like a rock or something, and he's just like, this is his foot. He's just. If this was the handle, like let's just say it's one of these, he's like,
No, you have to hook your foot on the. Let me do it.
okay.
Yeah. Gavel leans over, uses the tip of his foot to bend the handle down, kind of hook his foot under it, and pull the door open.
It opens without problem. You're on the inside of the phone.
See? As I said. Now we know.
Okay. He just,
Oh,
just
fuck.
walks in. And it's
Oh,
just
my
like,
stomach.
okay.
Make sure the door stays open, just in case.
All right.
Oh, actually,
Puts a.
We should close it. I think. I don't know. I've never done a crime before. This
We're
is
not doing
exciting.
crime.
Everybody shut up.
Merosha closes the door, and he's like, "Jesus, if none of you have done a break-in and enter. Is this all of your first time?
Yes.
This isn't a crime. I thought we determined it wasn't a crime.
It's a crime.
We're doing a crime.
Double speak.
It's illegal.
They keep saying the opposite of what they mean. That's what I keep doing.
Okay.
Like,
That's lying.
Ah!
be quiet. We're doing a crime.
Holy shit.
Like, we're going to
Oh my god.
I don't want that toothbrush. I only like yellow medium toothbrushes. I want the toothbrush. Like,
Holy shit.
Kujo, the three of us goofballs are standing in the middle of this room. Can we see an area in which looks like a vault type thing?
Oh my god. Oh, make me an investigation check.
Sure.
I would
Holy
like to join
shit.
This.
Oh my god. You're gonna fucking kill me.
I got a dirty 20.
Oh, okay.
I also got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Let's go.
Gavel, what did you get?
Sorry, I was clipping. What?
Great.
Give me an investigation check to see if you can
Got it.
find
Nailed it.
the vault.
Y'all heard you were getting a flashback episode and thought, oh, we'll see how these heroes got together in the prequel.
12.
Okay.
I mean, technically, they are.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It is. That's what's happening.
Nobody knew it was
Okay.
gonna be fucking slapstick.
If
is
they
so
know
funny.
us, if they watched any of our stuff, they knew it was gonna be slaps.
Thanks to Oh, thank you for the $15 donation.
Thank you.
We are now at
Woo!
$25. Thank you so
Let's
much.
go.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. Merosha and Cybal, as you examine the room, you do see it looks a little out of place given that there's so much like self-congratulatory decorations. There's a bust of himself. You can see several portraits and sketches and paintings of him in various glorious um positions. But there is one vase that seems a little out of place. And as you examine it, you can see that they're in the pedestal that holds it. There's this small, almost imperceptible line in the stone that it sits on, and you realize that there's like a pressure plate where if you press down on the vase, it will reveal something. I assume you do.
Mm-hmm.
You press the vase down, there's a click, and you watch as the wall, there's this small, I shouldn't say small, this thin silver line that slowly just
Oh, it's just more magic bullshit.
in the wall itself before it sinks in and slides to a inner vault where there are chests upon chests of money. There are shelves of all sorts of important religious iconography or gold and silver vases. Pretty much there's a smorgasbord of just stuff that this dude has. But at the very back there is a desk where there is a thick leather-bound journal that sort of sits closed with a small lit candle next to it.
I am making a beeline to the journal.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Opening it, you can see it's like a personal record book of the taxes he put on his people, the extra that he skimmed from some of the businesses in the area. You can see that there is a connection between him and an entity referring to itself as the Spire. Go ahead and make me a history check, Cybal.
Okay. Come on, baby. 25.
25. You know that the Spire is an organization that plans assassinations. It plans expensive heists of important artifacts and objects. This organization is an enemy of the Queen and the Queendom. You can see very clear in Blackthorne's handwriting that he has been donating some of the money that he has been taking from everybody and giving it to the Spire for several jobs that he has put on the table for them. He is clearly has a very well standing with them.
Can I ask you 3 questions, if that's
Hit
okay
me.
with everybody? One, do I see anything about my family in here? Are we helping him or is he screwing us over?
You can actually see a couple of notes from some of those jobs that come back stating that the general Kingsman got in the way. Basically, your father is actually like one of the people that has been assigning some of his men to go undercover to find this group, and has managed to foil several of these illicit attempts from the Spire.
Okay. Question number 2. Do I see anything about the spy master that introduced me at the party?
You do. Um, you don't see any specific notations stating that she is assisting, but she is providing information. And that is sort of her position in court, to kind of give the inner workings of some of the places in society. Um, there's nothing in there to suggest that she's actively supporting these ventures, but her information is clearly being put to use um, in ways that it shouldn't.
Okay. And the third one is a stretch. The third one is I have the ability to conjure up mundane items.
Mhm.
Could I make a copy of this book?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. So I'm like the quicksilver is going to come out of the cane and it's just going to form into an exact copy of the book, and I'm going to swap it out and take the original one.
Awesome. I love
I
that.
will, like, just as a touch, because I'm an asshole, I'm going to put in a secret message courtesy of the young lion.
Oh, I love it. Cool. All right. You have Blackthorne's journal. Merosha, I believe you are muted. Oh, there you are.
Oh yeah, I guess in this moment, Merosha is going into pirate mode, and he goes back out to the patio, and he's like, that's it, like he's just like whispering for the for the group.
Yes. What were you saying just now?
Not you. I'm yelling for my crew. Hey,
Oh.
Make me a perception check.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah, it's a 4 total.
You give out the signal. They are nowhere to be found.
Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna have to put this on my back. Okay. So Merosha goes back to the vault and he starts bundling like as much gold as he can carry, but he's searching for his box. Does he see it?
Yeah, we'll say it's on one of the shelves next to some other like small storage containers of jewels and whatnot.
Merosha sees the box and he stops what he's doing and he walks over to it. And if Cybal and Gavel just so happen to notice, it's not a trance, but it's a very poignant like focus on it. And he gets to this box. It's a small wooden kind of like oak box that was like meticulously carved. There's forms of waves on it, and on the front of it is a small picture of a storm cloud. Kujo, in this moment, does Merosha feel that tingle in the back of his neck?
Yes.
He looks at the box and he goes, I know you had a hand in this. This is not a trick that I am willing to let go. And he, like on the edge of one of his tusks, pierces his thumb.
Oh, your noise suppression just went crazy here. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're
There
good.
you go.
Go ahead. Say that one more time. Sorry. For some reason, Video Ninja was like, no, there's noise, and like completely muffled you.
So he feels the tingle in the back of his neck, and he addresses it, and he goes, "This is not one of your tricks that I will let go." And he takes the edge of his thumb and he pricks it on one of his tusks, and he pushes it towards the storm cloud, and it whirls open and it pops. And when the small box, the small chest opens, there are two leather woven bracelets. One has an opal and the other one has a pearl. and on the pearl on the inside it says in the grasp of the fist, and on the other bracelet it says the embrace of the rain. And he takes out the one that says the embrace of the rain, puts it on his wrist, closes the box, and he puts the box in his pocket. And then he stands up and he turns around and he goes, okay, I got what I came for. Let's get out of here. But we won't be empty-handed.
Interesting.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What did you do? Did you just fuck us just now? Are we fucked?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, you have the bracelet. You said that you were taking some of the gold and the money with you as well. Is that correct?
Yeah. I have to. Merosha's like, I have to leave here with something for the rest of the crew. Like, not really telling them what this was actually for. So this is the cover up for like, look at what we got.
Okay.
Can I pitch one more thing, if that's
Yeah.
okay with everybody? I have an ability that essentially, if I spend a minute looking at stuff, I get to see its value. Can I find out what's the most valuable thing in this vault?
Ooh. Yes. There is a dagger that sits in a crystal case that your keen eye values that without a doubt as the most expensive item in this vault. The dagger, just to give a teeny little bit more description for you.
Yeah,
so you
no,
can-
absolutely.
The handle looks to be made of obsidian, and it has a platinum sort of line of metal that winds around. The base of it has what looks like a lotus flower sort of embedded in the pommel. And the blade itself almost has this like teardrop shape. And even in this room where there's only like candlelight, other than like some of the ambient light coming in from the entrance, it gleams with this very faint red sort of luster.
Well, if we're doing a crime, I suppose, and it's not really doing a crime if it's from a criminal, and that is really nice. So, I mean, it's really just taking it back, right?
Cybal,
Huh?
Cybal.
Yes.
We gotta go. Come on.
Right. Yoink.
Do you remove it from the case?
Can I take the case?
You can.
I'm taking
It's
the
a
case.
little heavy, but yes, you can take the case.
Okay, because I could just bloop it right into the cave.
Okay.
Yes, let's
Do we
good.
see that?
I'm not hiding it.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty obvious. Plus, I mean, he's spending a minute looking at everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How much can you fit in that cane?
One thing at a time.
Okay, no, but in total, how much can you fit? Just one thing?
Right now, the biggest that I think I could put in is a boat.
Great. And he starts putting bags of gold towards Cybal. We are cleaning this mother out. Like,
No. It doesn't work that way. Each one of those things counts as
you can fit a boat.
Each one of those things counts as a different thing. Like one of those chests
So
is.
it's one thing to the max size of a boat.
It has to be whole. That's the thing.
A boat.
Okay, hold on. He runs out to the room, takes the sheet off of this probably huge, stupid ass bed, lays it on the ground, puts all the gold in there and ties it up, and he goes, "Ta-da, does that work?"
I've never tried anything like this before.
Why can't we just carry it?
We don't have to. We can get out faster.
Look, let me take a
Alright.
look at my rolling here. Hold on 1 second.
You said one thing the size of a boat.
Transform.
As you are constructing this plan, you can hear sort of echoing out from the hallway Blackthorne's voice. And he's like, "Oh, just give me a moment. I just need to check up on a few things. I'll rejoin presently. Just give me a moment."
Cybal,
I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Okay. I grab everything I can, and I'm just like,
Gavel.
He's come.
Okay, I'm gonna need to give it that. Gavel. While all of this was happening, with Merosha finding the bracelets, with Cybal identifying the journal, and then grabbing that dagger, what do you do?
Gavel's just standing there kind of awkwardly because he doesn't really need anything in this room. He doesn't want anything in this room. But as he hears the commotion from the hallway, he will post himself up on the side of the door so that his back is there and he's ready if anybody comes in.
Okay. Then yeah, I'd say that probably before his voice echoes out, you can hear movement coming from the hallway on the other side of the door. And then maybe a few seconds later, he'll start speaking. But
there is a quick whistle, which I can't do. Does
it sound like, Elby?
"Is it?"
It's there.
Just do what I did earlier.
Too loud. But he does like a quick whistle, and he like kind of posts himself out like to the door, puts a hand up and like motions to his ear, and he like motions for you guys to go. Like it's time to go.
She's coming in the only way I can get out. I can't jump out the window.
"You're jumping out the window today, kid. Let's
I
go."
can't.
You can't. Come on, we need to go.
You can start hearing the door handle. Well, actually, let me rephrase. You can hear what sounds like a scraping sound on the other side of the door, and you just hear this
rude.
as something has been deactivated.
I'm gone.
Okay.
Gone with as much as I got.
Okay.
Like,
Is everybody jumping out? I shouldn't say jumping out the window. Are you guys leaving via the patio door and then jumping back down to ground level?
yeah.
I
Okay.
can't.
What are you gonna
Okay.
do?
I think I got this.
Okay. Gavel and Merosha, I need acrobatics checks from the both of you. I'm going to say, Merosha, you're going to be doing this with disadvantage because you're carrying a bunch of extra shit.
Yeah.
I think if Cybal is freezing and unable to do this jump, like he's too scared or doesn't feel, Gavel is going to like very quickly throw him over his shoulder.
What?
Okay.
What?
Go ahead and first give me an athletics check. Cybal,
Athletics?
do you resist this at all or no?
I think he's too panicked to even think about resisting.
Okay.
How does one resist this?
Okay.
I
that's
also
fair.
think Merosha is like scream whispering. Close the door. Close the door to the vault. Close the door.
To the vault?
Yes.
We're already outside.
Fuck it. Close the patio door. We're gone.
Wait,
Close
hold
the
on.
patio. Use my foot to close
How
the
did,
patio.
how did we open the vault door again?
The vase.
Pressure plate under a vase.
I would like to throw my cane at the statue to try and close it.
What's your cane?
it returns.
Gasp.
Okay. I
Gasp.
go ahead. Give me a. I'd say give me like an attack roll with your cane using your dexterity modifier.
Okie dokie. I can do that. Dexterity. Dexterity. Dexterity.
Dexterity.
Disgrace.
That's a 10?
I have focused intent. I haven't gotten to use this yet, but as a reaction, I can roll a d6 to add my martial die to your roll.
Okay.
Yes,
That's a 6, baby.
Oh shit. Okay.
I turn you. As you're throwing it, you see Gavel kind of like throw his shoulder forward.
So, Jesus Christ. Okay. Is Cybal's intent to hit the vase to trigger the mechanism and withdraw his cane?
Yes.
Okay. Here's what happens. There's that that emanates from the door as the enchantment is disabled. Just as the door handle starts to turn, Cybal's cane launches at the vase and hits the pressure plate, and you just hear this, and the door just as the door to his room opens and the patio door is closed behind you. Yeah, oh yeah. Right before it closes, just you catch your cane.
That is handy.
So, Merosha,
8.
what was your acrobatics check?
17.
Okay. Gavel, I'm also going to need you to make an acrobatics check. This is going to be with disadvantage because you have Cybal on your shoulders.
Okay. Ooh, 19 is my lowest.
Okay.
Plus 5, thank you.
Thank you. You all jump down to the ground and land safely. Just as a patrol has already passed. You have free reign. What do you guys do?
We need to get to the stables. That's where my group is. We'll load this on there and we'll be out of here.
I have to go back to the party.
Yes. Is there anything that you'd like us to take so it's not found on your person?
I don't think they'll look at me. They don't think I'm very impressive. It comes in handy sometimes.
Puts a
As
hand
you
on his
wish.
shoulder. He puts a hand on his shoulder and goes, Cybal Kingsman, you are more than impressive.
Hey, this has been really fun.
It has. Maybe if you can find your sea legs, and this goes to you too, looking at Gavel, maybe we can do this again.
Well, if we're all slitting from here, I suppose I should say goodbye. It was lovely to meet you all. I hope we shall meet again. We have to finish that fight.
Oh, we most definitely will.
So, Cybal returns to the party and keeps up the appearance. And despite his father's continued lack of belief in the abilities of his son, Cybal does well. He actually receives a few letters of admiration for Cybal's behavior while visiting for the event. Does Cybal do anything with that journal?
When he gets home, I
Mhm.
think he goes to his father and drops the journal onto his. I'm imagining he's like in bed and he just drops it on his nightstand.
Hmm.
I've returned from battle, father, and like always, the Kingsmen return victorious. Good night.
Good night. He like glances at the journal as you leave. It is announced after a week that Blackthorne has been arrested and now faces criminal charges under Queen Iodrathae's rule. And he is brought to Sarenholm, to her royal palace, so that he can answer for his crimes. Gavel, where do we find you?
Gavel is in a tavern, talking up a pretty young thing, and he is going on about the canopy, the sandwich that has been served, and he's using his riz, if you will, to woo the lady to a room upstairs.
That's perfect. I'd say that's a fantastic send off. Merosha,
Hi.
I made a roll earlier.
You did.
I did. It was after your little proclamation. When you go to the stables to find your crew, you find that they are nowhere. Now, I'm not going to leave you high and dry. You do eventually find your way out without issue, but after asking after your crew, you hear that your ship left without you.
Great.
To which you hear,
So dreadful. So unfortunate that those so devoted to you would just cut and run. It's quite upsetting, don't you think?
and you can hear he who lies right against your ear.
My ship. That's what you.
Oh, no. Let's be clear. I wasn't going to destroy your ship. No, that'll come later. No, all I did was just simply deliver a message that their beloved Merosha managed to find his own way out and asked to be picked up in a different spot. That's all. I'm not that devious.
Where did you tell them I was going?
Oh, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Just northeast. The port town of Holbeck. It's a bit of a hike, I'm sure. But with the new hard-earned money you've come across, I'm sure it won't be a problem for you to find your way there.
Holbeck?
Yes.
Seriously?
darling. Yes, it's so unfortunate. I wish they would just accept that perhaps reading letters as a means of communication is just... I mean, forgery is a thing that just seems so unsecure.
It's been a year. An entire year of this nonsense with you. Do you grow tired?
Never.
And that tingling on the back of your neck goes away.
Merosha stands there, hand over fist with gold. when he finds his way out to where he can somewhat secure this, you find him walking towards the dock. And he sees an old ratty ship that transports ammunitions, kegs of gunpowder for cannons, dynamite, things like that. And he takes a deep breath. And he goes, another year since. And he pulls out the bracelets, or he looks at the bracelet on his and he goes, hopefully this is another step closer to you. And he walks over to the ship and he goes, I have 500 gold for this ship. Take it or leave it.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's flashback session. Oh, God, this is so funny. I don't think I've laughed that hard in, like, fucking, you guys are going to kill me one day.
Yay!
Oh, thank you all so much for being a part of tonight's flashback. We've been talking about doing this whenever, life happens and some of our party members can't make it to a session. Just still meet up, still roll dice, still have fun. And before we sign off, let's go ahead and throw to our wonderful players where we might find you, what you got going on. We'll start with Ian this time.
Oh, what's up? I'm Ian, or your boy Big on all social media. Of course, I'm going to be here anytime that we're here playing this lovely game as Merosha. But if you want to know what I'm doing next, follow me on all of the socials, and I do mean all of the socials at YABOIBIG for what I'm doing next. I got a charity stream coming up over with the homie Jess. It's going to be a lasers and emotions game to where we all get to be Powerpuff Girls. So I get to play out my dream of being a rowdy rough boy whose name is Scratch, and I am so excited for that. Also going to be hobnobbing around, although on Folk and Myth, normally we have that Share Wednesday game. That's on a bit of a hiatus for the holidays, but keep your eye out because there's still some other games coming up. Playing in a Mutant X year game, I think. I'm playing a bear called named 3. It's THR33, which is going to be funny. Kind of talks like this. And he's just he's just really there. So I'm really excited about that. And of course, if you don't like my face but don't mind hearing my voice, go to all of your podcast streaming platforms, to the Fang Gang podcast, to listen to the end of their San Diego by Night, and hopefully catch a little bit of their Curse of Strahd campaign that I'm in. And of course, if drama and sadness and feelings are your things, go over to the Heart is a Dungeon audio drama podcast on Spotify, and you can see that I'm there, as well as a lovely set of people who also are just amazing. So that's it.
All right, go ahead and popcorn it.
Popcorn to, to quote the homie, let's keep this melanin train rolling. Go ahead, LB.
Hi, it's me, LB. You can find me at LB Hackemup on most socials, definitely on Blue Sky, Instagram, all those fun things. You can find me at Hack Recklessly on everything else, the Twitches, the YouTubes. We just had a wonderful game of Monster of the Week where we brought some different characters from different games together. Our wonderful Kujo was there. It should be up on the YouTubes here soon, as soon as I make a thumbnail for it. And you can enjoy that wonderful content. I am normally streaming Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Just check my socials for when I'm live. If you want to hang out on my Discord, there's that too. And yeah, I'm gonna pop it over to Noir, the Noirville himself.
Meow. Hi, I'm You can find me all over the internet as the Noir Enigma. That's Twitch, Blue Sky, and other ones. I'm not Twitter anymore because you can also find me on my website, thenoirenigma.com or noirville.com. Takes you to the same place. Tomorrow you can catch me over on Happy Jacks, where we're doing our game of the Die RPG. I play Nathan, who is a power gaming bully at the table. He's just the worst kind of person. Check it out. On Saturdays, you can find me over on the Lovely's channel for our Owlbear Saturday, where we're playing Baldur's Gate. And right now we are getting ready to go to the Temple of Shar, and killing a bunch of slavers. It's a good time. But that's me. Stop receiving me now.
Oh, okay. And I am Kujo. I have been your chronicler for this evening. You can find me all over the place as Kujo Plays Games or Crit Hit Chronicles. Similarly, not really on Twitter anymore, but Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. The link tree is in the chat if you want to tune in. Every Thursday, we are here with more Tales of the Valiant. Every Friday, so tomorrow night, you can catch us for Shadows over Baldur's Gate, our post Baldur's Gate 3 D&D campaign. We've got some fantastic players for that one. I'm so excited to see how that story turns out. In the meantime, you can see me every Wednesday over at Nerd Immersion, unless there's a fantastic and wonderful Monster of the Week game that happens. Where I play Gavel, the Gentleman Thief. No, the Gentleman Rogue, excuse me. Yeah, tune into Folk and Myth. I know they're going to have a bunch of stuff. Basically, just follow the social media. You'll see all the announcements. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We thoroughly appreciate you. We love you. Be nice to each other. And we're going to go ahead and get a raid going for Captain Robert, who is currently playing Vecna, Eve of Ruin. So, yeah. We love you. We appreciate you. Be nice to each other. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.